Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. On this episode, Fabio and Gio will be discussing the result between Milan and Calgary. Were you impressed by the guys today in today's game? Did you think Pioli made the right choices with his rotation right before the big matchup against Lazio on the weekend? We're going to find out what our guys think. Also, there's been a lot of craziness that's happening on social media with the other squads. Do you think it was overblown, or was the hype or outrage warranted? All these questions will be answered, plus our Patreon questions out there. This is all to get you ready for Saturday night's game against Lazio. But before that, guys, if you want to be here, you want to help the channel, there's one thing you mainly need to do. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the Milan Weekly Podcast channel. Please make sure you hit the notification bell so you're up to date with all of our videos. Please smash the like button. And also, if you want to be a part of our Patreon family, go follow us and subscribe on Patreon. Gio, it's a big night, baby. We're riding high. Other teams stumbled and fumbled, but Milan, the rotation roulette, bang, bang, was no problem, baby. Gio, are you ready?
I'm ready, baby.
Welcome to Milan Coast to Coast.
Welcome to Milan Coast to Coast with your hosts, Gio and Fabio.
Benvenuti nella casa Giro in area, si gira, sinistro, rete, gol capolavoro di Olivier Giroud.
Mignon with another magical save.
Teo Hernandez, coast to coast, del numero 19.
Leao carica il mancino.
Eccolo qua, Rafa Leao.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Milan Weekly Podcast channel. I'm Fabio, joined by my partner, of course, Gio, and we are Milan.
Coast to coast, baby.
Booyakasha, baby. We back. It's Wednesday night. You know what that means. That means you're here with us. We're going to be talking Milan. We're going to be talking what the other clubs did, the nonsense in the TikTok world. And, of course, we got a huge game against Lazio now. 5 out of 6. We looking good. G, how you feeling this evening, man?
I'm feeling good. Fabio. A lot of people, they counted us out. They said after the derby, we're going to finish in the relegation fight, but we fighting back. We got knocked down like Fury did versus Wilder, but we rose back up, and now we punching back. And
You're damn right. You're damn right. Buonasera a tutti out there, man. It's a great, great day because our Milan got the victory, and we're going to talk about that. First, ladies and gentlemen, 1-3 Milano over Calgary, man. Let's bring up the FOP mob here. Let's get it up on here, G. Let's start with where we were in the beginning of this game. Hold on. I am not, unfortunately, ready because I didn't pull it up, but here it is. Let's bring it up. Let's bring it up, baby, baby. There it is. All right, there we go. Let's get our lineup. All right, G. Let's talk. Let's talk. All right, so Milan, obviously we had a bit of a roulette here with our rotation. We decided time to give a couple of our guys some rest. So Pioli, of course, he deployed some guys that we have yet to see hit the field. Adley out there. Okafor got his first start. Pulisic on the left side. Chukwueze starting on the right. Loftus-Cheek and Reindeers with the rest of the midfield, and Florenzi filling in for Calabria. So let's go through it. So the first real action of the game, Reindeers was looking pretty active, man. He had a good chance about 2 minutes in, and he actually had 3 shots. 2 of them were blocked within the first 3 minutes. And Reindeers had a great cross to Okafor in the 8th minute that he headed it over the bar. Looked pretty good so far starting, right? What was your opinion of the first couple of minutes?
Well, the first minute, Chukwueze, he's showing what he could do, Fabio, and he dribbled. I don't know.
I thought it was going to be a pen. I know.
I thought it was going to be a pen because they stepped on his foot. But we're not called Juve. We're not Inter.
That's
we
true.
don't get those. Or we're not Napoli. We don't get those calls. So he stomped on his play. But I like the way that we started. We were lively, and even Calgary, they came out. We were hitting them. They were hitting us. We were going back and forth for the first until they basically scored. But I like the way that we started. I think Chukwueze, everybody, Fabio, everybody was just lively. I think, like I've said before, we have a Premier League team. Everybody has pace and everything that can cover from the top to the bottom. So I really like that.
I agree. Let's pull this up here. All right, so basically, Chukwueze had not Chukwueze, excuse me. Okafor had one last chance in about the 27th, 28th minute that he just didn't put a lot of power. It was a pretty weak shot, but we looked pretty dominant the first 25, 28 minutes. Looked good until we finally gave up a goal. I mean, I was shocked when I saw 29th minute. What's this kid's name?
Lovumbo.
He was lively. Did a little shake and bake on Tomori after they stole the ball from Adley, and he ends up I don't know, seemed a little weak. Not weak. It was a blast, but a little bit of a weak goal. I thought Sportiello could have got his hand on it. What did you think?
Nah, Fabio, he gets his hand on it, he breaks his wrist, and then now we're down to Lupo Nava starting. It has so much power. Fabio.
Yeah, you're right.
Even Magic Mike, if he does that, snaps his wrist, and then now we're scrambling. But I mean, it is what it is. A little weakness by Adley. I mean, he had been playing against Lovumbo pretty good, but that time he got the better of him, and then
Listen,
Lovumbo
played good, man. He played.
He
good
was a handful, man. He
was
everywhere, so which is cool.
He gave a couple of players headaches.
Yeah.
Sure. All right, so let's about the 40th minute. Reindeer, he puts a nice cross in the box. Goalkeeper can't keep it, and Okafor just does a nice little tap back to his other foot and blasts it right in. He puts it away for his first Serie A goal. 1-1. How did you feel after you saw Okafor finally get the tying goal?
No, Fabio, look, I was happy, Fabio, but as we could see, this team is used to playing with Giroud. They're not used to playing with a mobile striker like Okafor. And before anybody says I'm trying to shit on Giroud, I'm not. He's mobile. He was making so many runs in behind, but we're not used to Giroud doing that. So they weren't finding him. And there were sometimes that he was telling them to pass him the ball. But you know what? That chance, I've seen a lot of players have had that opportunities in seasons before, and they didn't put it in the back of the net. So shout out to Okafor. I've been keen on Okafor for a long time, and to see it hit the back of the net, and then everybody, the whole team just went crazy. It was a good feeling, Fabio. It's a very good feeling seeing him score and take that chance, because there's been a lot of opportunities for a lot of players in the seasons past, like 5, 6, 10 years ago, and they don't put that in the back of the net.
I agree, man. First chance to start, and the kid scores a goal. Exactly what we could have wanted. He could have had a couple other chances that he scored. He just didn't have a good header, didn't put in a good shot. I mean, pretty good for your first chance. All right, so the next one comes about 5 minutes later. Teo has a nice shot that he blasts at the goalkeeper, who just barely gets his fingers on it to get it to steer clear of the goal. Ends up being a corner. Adley, for some reason, was doing corners today. I wasn't too impressed on his corner stuff, but he ends up getting a low cross into Reindeers, who takes it close to the byline, who gets a nice cross low in to the box, and there's our boy Feet Tomori, baby. What a nice little tap. I mean, it looked like either him or Okafor. I think we're going to get to the end of it. So he taps it in at the extra time of the first half, 2-1. We go on feeling good at a halftime. I mean, when you saw this, G, you felt a little more comfortable about going into the second half now that we had taken the lead in 5 minutes?
Fabio, I felt good. I was like, and you know what? The goal, we got it before the halftime, so that showed like this team it got character, Fabio.
Yes,
like before, we needed some help with some French players and stuff like that. And now you seeing like the new signings and everything. Now we're gelling. Imagine us like 15, 20 games down the line. You never know what could be a problem. But I really liked it, because before, with this team, that they parked the double-decker bus in seasons before, we would have lost this game 1-0. And for them to get 2 goals before the half, I was like, wow, this is a new Milan. And shout out to everybody, the players and the manager, because it was going right there. I was happy. I was ecstatic.
I agree. So once we get back into the game, Loftus-Cheek gets a yellow card fairly early, again, on a tackle on Lumbombo. That's how you pronounce his name? How do you pronounce his name? Lumbovo?
Luvombo.
Luvombo. I think I got my letters mixed up there. It's like the 47th minute gets a yellow card. It looks like everybody's calling for Loftus-Cheek maybe to get subbed off. There's a moment where a ball kind of deflects off of him and goes right to Sportiello that looked very dangerous. And then about 2 minutes later, Pulisic is on the left side, puts in across to Ruben, who takes the touch, brings it to his side, and blasts it low into the bottom left corner. Loftus-Cheek, 60th minute goal, makes it 3-1. Milan is cruising at that point. I know you were saying you wanted Loftus-Cheek off at that point, and you say, you know, not so quick there, buddy.
Yeah, no, he was looking not too good. He was getting yellow cards. He was making sloppy pass. Fabio, like I know I don't want to get ahead, but Chukwueze gave him 2 passes in the first half that he should have buried. Like, let's be honest. And then he got that yellow card. He got to the yellow cards, and then I was like, I don't know, man. Maybe, he's not up to it. He's coming off a cramp, and then he's still playing multiple games. So I was like, maybe he's not but he told me, shut up, Gio, and sit down and eat your popcorn. That's what he told me. Put that rocket. He said, you don't know nothing. And I think that was good of him, just to rock it. You saw what it meant to him. It was from a long way out, man.
See, you were trying to tell him to spread them cheeks, and he told you, sit your ass down, bro. We ain't going nowhere. So, all right, the rest of the game, Milan fairly had it under control. There was only 2 moments that I want to identify. One, Sportiello makes a great save at the 88th minute on, oh my God, what's this kid's name? Oristanio? Yeah, he makes a great save. The kid is in the box. It's, good on Sportiello for making it happen. And then there's a moment that, as much as we've benefited from VAR is asleep at the wheel at this moment, because Musa takes an elbow to the head. What the fuck was it? This guy, Nandez, this son of a bitch, and he was wearing the captain's armband at the time. He fucking swings his elbow at the back of Musa's head, connects somewhat. Thank God he didn't really hurt him. But what the hell? That's a straight red card, man. If he's not suspended later, I'm very disappointed in Serie A. Again, VAR, when it's beneficial, they're awake. Maybe they took a smoke break at that point. You know how they are. They have a cooling break too, but for them, it's a smoke break. I don't know. That's pretty much the game. Milan takes it 3-1. So let's get into, of course, you and me, we're critics, baby. And we got to give our report card. So let's start. Let's start with the goalkeeper here, Sportiello gave up a goal. Again, I thought he could have maybe got his hand to it. You think he would have had to go into the infirmary if that would have happened. So he makes, obviously, a great save in the 88th minute. What's your overall grade? Guys in the chat, tell us what you think about Sportiello. You up first.
A+, man. I think even the back line, Fabio, even the back line is feels sure like Sportiello. He's made a lot of saves that if he doesn't make them, we don't know. We draw the game or anything. So I'm gonna give Sportiello A. The Italian stallion himself, Sportiello.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think giving up a goal can't give you an A. You make one good save, you serviceable. For me, I think it's a B for Sportiello. He was solid, but no A. He didn't make 3-4 saves that was like, oh my God, the guy saved us the game. He did fine. For me, a B. That's what I'm rolling with. I know a few people are marks in the middle, B+, A-. All right, well, we don't play those games.
Y'all just hating on the Italian stallions. That's what it is, man.
Oh, my God, again. That's an AI Italian. Is he a real guy? I don't know.
No, he's real Italian, bro. Don't be...
Tata who, baby? Tata Cazzo would have made any of those saves. That's a good one, Kim. All right, so let's go to our back line now. Let's start with our captain, and we'll work our way across. Dario Hernandez, what's your overall score of him today?
I don't see a 8.2. I'm gonna give him like a C, Fabio. I don't really I
Yeah,
didn't really see
I
that
didn't.
much.
Where did they
Yeah,
get these scores from?
I don't know, man. They're
Unbelievable.
drunk. This is the same type of people when when somebody else that plays, that is injured right now, he has a stinker. He still has a 7.6. But yeah, I don't understand what
Who
sometimes where
that?
they get.
Who's
No,
that?
no, we're not skipping. But Theo,
Okay,
to me,
okay.
he was a C. I didn't really see him do that much, and sometimes he would lose the ball in bad areas. Now that's a C. Come on, Theo. I mean, they gave you a break last week so you could do like 5 times a day,
Yeah.
try to make another baby, and you come out and drop a kakaraka. So
Yeah, Kim
C.
makes a good point.
C.
I think you're right with a C. I think he's probably fatigued. He did have a couple of moments again that defensively is still a lot to hope for with Dale. So I think C is fair, man. He was invisible large part of the mark. Yeah, Mark is right there. Um, Frank saying Latomba's goal was a bullet. Sportiello would have needed a rocket up his ass to save that. I don't know why the rocket would need to be up his ass. Not quite sure why that is, but we'll move on. All right, Tomori. Tomori gets a goal. It did get turned around on the goal that they gave up. But for me, I think Fikayo, I think he had a solid B. Not an A. If they would have kept a clean sheet and he got a goal, I would have given him a solid A. But for me, I think it was a B. He did enough. The one time where he kind of got twisted, I think it was for me, it's a B. That's it. What's the
B Fabio, and to me, like I just want to give him a major shout out since he's come back from the suspensions. He's been playing real good. So this is what we need. We need A's or B's from you.
Hey
C's or
yo.
Kaka, and we don't need that. So it is what it is, man. Tamori, or we're a critic of him because you know what we expect when we went on that Scudetto run. He was an A1 defender, even probably the best defender in Serie A for that season. So we need them to get for that levels, A's and B's, which will be like a 7 or 8 a game. That's what we need from him. And if he does that, then we'll be good. So shout out to more B.
All right, I don't know. People are saying A. People are saying A. Leban Youssef, Kim saying B. Vince said A goal and solid D. Hey, pause there, Vince. And then Mike saying Sassuolo A. I don't know what he means by that. But all right, so we're gonna go with B because that's what we're going with. All right, Ciao. Again, Ciao. Not much to even talk about in this game. I think he himself had a solid B, if not A, performance. Because again, I didn't really see Chow in this game at all. It's like nobody really attacked him from that side. So what say you about Chow?
Man, I want to give us a lot of people turn on Chow after the derby, but this shows his character that he's going straight to the top. He got
Yeah.
destroyed in the derby and then 3 games back to back solid, and that's what we need, man. He's gonna have a lot of learning curves. He's 21, 22 years old, and he didn't really play a lot last season, so now he's gonna get a full season. And this is what I like, the partnership, Fabio. We need to keep this partnership for a long time. I know we're gonna have to give people rest, but if we give this partnership, they're gonna know, okay, if I go up with Tamori, then I'm gonna stay back. They're gonna know how to feed off each other. So shout out to Chow. It's a B, and because he really didn't have anything to do. And after the derby, he picked himself up, and even the commentator said after the derby, he has picked himself up, and he's doing in solid performances. I don't know, Mike C about no solid D. Yo.
Are we sure we're talking about the same thing? Shout out to my Uncle Vincenzo Messina. Love you too, and thank you for watching. All right, so let's get on to another Italian. All right, Florenzi, one of my favorite guys because I got to meet him in New York. I think Florenzi's been pretty solid. I think this is a solid B performance. He was putting crosses in. Again, some crosses just weren't finding people, but he's trying to put good crosses. No, there's a couple. Yes, they were way out of line, but he does make a couple of good crosses that, if a Giroud is there instead of an Okafor, maybe he gets to the end of. I'm not quite sure, but I think he's definitely playing better than your boy Davide. So for me, I think it was a solid B performance from Florenzi.
Fabio, it's a B. He needs to work on his crossing, and I don't know why he needs to work on it because he used to be good at crossing. But to me,
And worst player on the pitch, we're gonna have to
no,
revisit
no,
that
no,
one.
no, 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 no. To me, Fabio Florenzi, he A1 steak, like the steak sauce today. He just needs to learn on his crossing and it's good. And do you think since he's come in, we look defensively sound, Fabio?
Yeah, you know what?
Yes or
Again,
no? We haven't been
yeah,
getting
we
any
have.
burn on that, right?
No,
We
we
haven't been
haven't.
getting.
But let's wait until we play some real competition. Let's see what happens this weekend if he has to start again. And also too playing the full 90. Good for him, man. Usually a super sub Florenzi, but playing the full 90. So we appreciate that one. I think he was a B. I think he's been pretty good. We'll see what happens if he plays against Lazio. All right, let's get to our midfield now. Rain Diaz, baby. This one, I think this kid, something's going on here. I think he's cooking, baby. He must be doing part-time chef work because he was cooking on that field today. For me, I think Rain Diaz, I think he gets an A for today, bro. Tell me any different. Prove me wrong.
Fabio,
Turn your
he
mic
gets
on. There
he
you
gets
go.
an A plus. Fabio A plus.
All
man.
right, there we
Reindeer.
go.
He was all over the pitch and he was cutting through the defense, man. So shout out to Reindeers. He was doing his thing. I mean, hey, Reindeers is a steal, Fabio. We got this kid for a steal. Hopefully he continues this for the end of the season. But this might go down if we have a successful season, which might be the second star. This is gonna go down as like one of the bargain buys a lot. He has everything, Fabio. He just needs to work on his shot. Rain
Ooh,
Diaz,
Vince
8.
has a good point. He should have scored in the first 5 minutes. But listen, Rain Diaz created 2 opportunities today that ended in goals. His shooting leaves a lot to be desired. But he did right today and he played well. Did Rain Diaz play the whole? Yeah, he did. No, he got subbed off. He got
subbed off.
All right, so I think most people agree. Only Vince. Vince is a critic tonight. He's hard. He's been going to school at Gio's school. Gio usually fails everybody, but tonight we all passing. All right, I know you're probably like, who the hell is that guy in the middle? Is that my favorite supermarket? No, it's not. It's Adley, baby. Yasin Adley. He got off the grill. He put on his cleats, and finally Pioli called him up, and he was ready, baby. What say you about Adley?
To me, Fabio,
it is the first time. Come on, you know that he hasn't played yet.
Fabio, man, Adley, man, he came in. He hasn't played for a long time. I think last time he played was Verona, like last year.
Yeah,
and I think he came in and. You know what? He made one mistake, but that's what happens. He's still a young player, believe it or not. He's not no 35-year-old, so we could expect his experience. But besides that bad, when they took the ball away from him when he was dispossessed, I mean, did he put any foot wrong? I mean, I don't know if you got that heat map, but he was all over the pitch. So I'm gonna give him.
I know you said that.
I'm gonna give him a B, Fabio. You know what? And he's gonna improve that, and that's gonna go with game time. Improve. I like how he could break lines. He's not your typical DM. That he's gonna destroy, recover balls. Yeah. But he's the type of DM that's gonna be able to control the tempo of the game.
And about DMs, right? You be sliding into DMs.
Nah, man, I'm good, Fabio. I'm old, Fabio.
Yeah, we the same age. Don't say you old, son. All right, so what was your score on Adley?
A B, man. I can't give him A because he got.
No, I like. I was happy with what he got. He almost got 60 minutes. Again, we don't even know if this kid could play this position. He gets in there, plays solid. I'm going with what Vince Mancini said. Solid game from him. Position he's not used to. Has not played in gosh knows how long. Come on, say in God no. Come on, son. We profane here, all right? That's how we do. But we'll go with a B. I like it, man. He lost just one duel today. Not bad. All right. Ruben. Some people's favorite sandwich. Loftus Cheek. This guy played the full. He got a goal. What say you about Mr. Left Ass Cheek?
Well, I was gonna give him a C, Fabio, but he scored that goal. I was gonna give him.
It was the C prior to the 60th minute.
Yeah, prior to that, but I'm gonna give him a B. I think, but he was not that same Loftus, he was kind of sloppy and everything like that, Fabio. He was like slow, and Chukwueze gave him 2 good passes, man. I mean, he has
it's
to
true.
bury those, especially the first one. I don't know what he was thinking. He couldn't even get a shot off. The other one, the goalie come out, but if he was more aware and more paying attention, I think we would have scored. So I'm gonna
I
give him a B.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think B. Uh, the goal was nice. I mean, hell of a goal. I'm going mark B score, but that goal, woo, that was an A, bro. Definitely right there on the left ass cheek, man. What a shot. All right, let's get to our forwards now. Let's start with Christian, Captain America himself. Uh, he got subbed off, was playing his more used to left side. He almost did 70 minutes. He did get an assist, the assist to Loftus Cheek. Again, I thought it was fair. They're rating him an 8.1 here. Maybe that's a little high, but I think it was a B performance from Pulisic. What do you say?
B performance, Fabio, and like a lot of people, I don't know what you expect of Pulisic, but he's got a good GA in the first the 6th game.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I
2
mean,
goals,
he's getting
assists.
assists. I
Yeah.
mean, so I don't know what's going on. What people are trying to shit on him, maybe because he's American. But remember,
That's 100% what it is. That's why that guy was swinging his elbow at Musa.
yeah. But I think that people have to understand, especially in Calcio. I'm not saying Serie A. I'm saying all over the world. Calcio, the reason y'all able to make all the money that you do, because y'all wasn't make shit until Americans got interested, because we paid money for TV rights and a lot of it. So, I mean, stop the hatred. If he's not doing goals or an assist, Fabio, then I would understand. So say he didn't do nothing. He didn't get an assist today. I got to give him a C. But he got an assist. Come on, man. You can't just be shitting on him like that. And like, come on, we didn't spend 60, 70 million for the guy. We got from him for 20. And I think what he's doing good for the price tag.
I don't know why Leao needed to come in the 70th minute for him, but for me, I think it was a B. But we'll just leave it at that. I think everybody skews a little down because he's American, but we'll leave it at that. All right, let's go to the other side before we get to our center forward. Let's go with Chukwueze. Now, my personal opinion, Chukwueze hasn't even scratched the surface of his potential. He hasn't yet, and he's still already looked dangerous. There's gonna be times later in the season, I promise you, that we're starting to talk about Chukwueze as maybe he's the second best player on the team. He hasn't gotten there yet, and I think today was only I don't even know if I would give him a full B, because he's not technically there yet. He did look already dangerous in the beginning of the game, but I'm telling you, once this kid hits running, Chukwueze is gonna be a problem, baby. So I'm giving him a B for today. What says you?
Fabio, everybody gonna think Gio crazy. What happened to the hard grading? But I'm giving him an A because he should have had 2 assists.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
to
true.
be honest, I mean that's off loft. That's all. He gave up 2 layoff balls where he was alone. I mean, come on. So, Nico, what the hell, man? I don't know what you're doing. See,
Well,
there's
even
nothing.
Mark,
Yeah, it's coming.
he's
What?
not there. It's coming though. Pause.
Okay, well then, I mean, I don't know. Those 2 layoff passes needed to be
Even
in back of
Vince,
the
I
net.
told you, man. I think I have to agree with that, man. Uh-oh, Beppe in the building. What up, brother?
What's going on?
I honestly think we might have to give him a C. I think
Uh,
the
I mean, you
crowd is
just guys
believing me,
convinced me.
man. I'm
You
telling you, I
guys
think
can.
he's right there. Something special is coming from this
But you
kid.
got to
It's
put
just
him in
not
the
there.
back of the net, Fabio. If he gives you a wide open pass when you're right in front of like the goal and you don't put it, that's not his fault. He's doing what he has had to do. But
There's a lot of pause moments coming.
yeah, giving me I'll change this to C, but C for Chukwueze.
That's just me. All right, let's go with our boy Okafor, Noah. All right, he came in on the arc. Let's talk about what he did today. Got his first goal of Serie A. He could have had a couple of other ones. So for me, I think for his first game, playing up there as center forward, man, I mean, we really, really, really needed somebody else besides Giroud in this game. He played the full 90. He looked decent. What's your score? I'm giving for his first game, man, I don't want to say an A, but probably a B. I'll give him a B because if he would have got a double One shot was just mad weak, but again, scrappy on the line. It just, for me, I'm giving him a B. Let's not rock him too high with an A. He's center forward. You expected some world class. He got the tap in, which he should have got. Nice little trickery. I'm going BG. What about you?
I'm going B, and I mean, I think the team needs to learn how to play with a striker that has mobility, because the way that they were trying to pass the ball into him, it's like he's a Giroud, like a guy. But he's not that. You got to throw balls in behind, and he's got to take on the defense 1-on-1, like a Marcus Thuram. Like that's what he is. But if you're not placing balls to so he could cut the defense open, then that's not his problem. But I'm gonna give him a B. I need to see more from him, and I'm glad. He scored, because that means that Pioli's gonna have confidence in him, Fabio, and that means that either if he doesn't start on Saturday again, he's gonna. I hope he starts versus Dortmund, because Dortmund is a key team that we have to play a guy like him.
Honestly, I don't think he's going to start against Lazio. I just think he got the full 90, gave Giroud a rest, and it's going to kick in maybe against Dortmund. We'll see. If he comes on and does something really good against Lazio, I can see him then taking over the starting position for Dortmund. But we'll see. Anything can happen, baby. All right, so just on our substitutions, Pobega and oh my God, and Musa came in for Adley and Loftus. No, not Loftus-Cheek. Rain Diaz, right? And then Leao, for some reason, needed to come in at the 70th minute. Don't understand that.
Luca
Romero came in for Chukwueze. So the only 4 subs we saved. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Then Batazagi got in another 10 minutes or 7 minutes, whatever it was, for Theo Hernandez. So second opportunity for the 17-year-old. That seems to be a good thing when we get to the part of possibly our young phenom coming up. So that's the report card. Anything of value on our substitutions that you want to mention before we move on?
You know what? I was gonna give Pioli A for this game, but subbing in Leao, you get a C for that. Why? We were controlling the game. Why are you putting extra minutes on his legs? And he didn't even do anything. So why? Put somebody else in. I mean, I'm not really understanding, like, to be honest with you.
Well, why we didn't have midfielders to really, because
no, I'm talking about see, me and Pepe, we understand. I don't know what you're not understanding. Why he needed to sub in Leao?
No,
what did
Leao
do? I think Leao touched the ball like 3-4 times, and then they were knocking him over, bro. They even hit him in the gonads like a couple times. They even flipped him over. So come on now, like. Pioli, you played everything good to A+, but subbing in Leao and him not being and like playing and not doing anything, that drops you down to a C.
I agree.
We didn't need him. We didn't need him, Fabio. Nobody can argue with me and say that we needed him.
Wouldn't it be good too to like get Pellegrino a chance to get some game time? Because with the exception of Calabria and Giroud, who were sitting, like, why couldn't you get Pellegrino into the game? It would have been a good chance to sub out Tomori or Chow just to give the kid the last
you didn't see you haven't been reading the paper, so they're gonna do the same thing what they did with Chow, Fabio. So we might not see him till like January or February.
I'm so glad these are the guys we buy.
That's no, really but we need them to settle in like later.
Oh yeah, settle in. Yeah. Maybe he hasn't even taken out his clothes out of his suitcase. Yeah, he just came 3 days ago. What are they talking about? It's been a month since he's been there. Settle in, my ass. All right, anyway, that's the report card, guys. Thank you all for participating in the chat. We discussed Pioli's choices. You already gave him a grade. You were saying he was a B, right? You didn't give him an A?
No, I said he was an A, but then he subbed in Leao for no reason, and they were knocking him about. He could have got injured. I mean, just give him a rest. You gave Giroud a rest. There was no need. If we were like only up 2-1 and then you wanted to score a third goal, I would understand. But we up 3-1, we're good. No need for bringing in Leao. So you got to see for that.
But what about starting Adley, playing him with Rain Diaz and Loftus-Cheek?
Fabio, that grade of just bringing him in for no reason, why? Because, sure. I mean, Leao didn't really do anything.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. All right, so let's move on. That's Pioli. Pioli just gets a B. All right. Top and flop. Who's your top, G? Who was the best of the day according to you?
I'm gonna give it to I'm gonna give it to Sportello at the top. I think you know what he has settled. Hey,
You
relax.
guys, your bar is low for top.
No, Fabio, relax, bro. He has come in, and I'm even more settled. I know what's gonna happen.
Oh my God.
I know that he's gonna make a save. I'm not trying to shit on Tata, but yes, it's Sportiello because everybody saw him in the preseason. He was giving out goals like it was a candy on Halloween. He was giving them for fun, and look at him now. So I really hope it's a hey Fabio. He's more than what we expected,
You say
especially after the
Sportiello's
preseason.
your top. All right.
My top.
I mean, this is sporty spice. I like that one, Alex. For me, best player of the game. I think it was my man Tijani, baby. Tijani was all over the place. I don't know why they're rating him a 7.6 here on FOMO. They must be smoking the ganja because they got Loftus Cheek at 8.1, Pulisic 8.1, even Tomori 8.1. Dale Hernandez 8.2. Damn, they're drunk over there. I don't know what they do. They're on that yakka sauce. But I think Tijani was the best player. He had 2 assists. He was great today, man. And then once he learns how to shoot, this league's in trouble. This league's in trouble. All right, the flop. Who's your flop, G? Who's the worst of the worst today?
My flop, dang, I don't. Oh, Theo Hernandez, man, because I don't know where they got the
flop got him ranked the highest.
Nah, they drunk. They are drunk, bro. I don't care about Fatma, bro. My eyes are telling me he lost 3 balls that could have led to goals, Fabio. He lost them. I could show you. I could have somebody do the comps of how many times he lost the ball thing, but I'm not gonna do that. But Hernandez, I mean, don't make no excuses about fatigue because he got rest. So it is what it is. And shout out to AC Sergio. He's up in here.
What up, Sergio? To me, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to agree with. I think Teo was probably our worst, even though Sportiello would be a close second for me. That's just me. But we'll move on.
Wow, Fabio, what is this hate, bro?
I'm sorry, bro.
You do not like pasta, bro. What the hell?
You know I like pasta. Don't you dare say such profanity across the airwaves. I just think Sportiello, besides one good save, I just don't think, I don't think he was that great. That's just me. That's just me. I know people think I'm hating. I don't know. Oh, you know who the flop is? Oh, I forgot to tell you, G. I don't know if you know, bro. I know you travel to the Caribbean a lot, right? So you probably, knowing you probably be getting fucking cocktails and shit, and they'd be making you a drink and stuff. But the flop of the week, that goes to our boy. Whoever made this stupid fucking video, you are the flop of the week. Not only did Napoli, first of all, what the hell is going on TikTok? It's a feel-good moment for us Milan fans because just to see Napoli sabotage themselves, this is the type of this behavior that they're doing over there in Napoli. This is a Maradona level kind of insanity. I've seen countless videos of Maradona flipping off the crowd, saying this is what Osimhen's going to do to the crowd after he scores for Napoli. I mean, how could you let them not only put out one video, because this is like first of all, I don't know if being called a coconut is a bad thing, but it's definitely not a good thing, right? But they also put another one out making fun of him wanting to get the penalty and then missing it. Who the fuck does that? Now, our TikTok is not perfect by all means. And probably the Milan Weekly podcast one's even worse. But Milan's put out some unbelievable content that really, you just wonder who's in charge of these things. So Napoli, you're my feel-good moment of the week. I am so happy that you enjoyed last year's Scudetto so much. You're doing everything possible to sabotage the next season. It's unbelievable. Your coach couldn't stand your owner. He left as soon as he won the championship. He peaced out. You're lucky your 2-star athletes have not left yet, and now you almost basically alienated your best player because of stupidity online. Total. This only happens in 2023. It's just unbelievable. So us as Milan fans, we say, Victor, you're friends with Chukwueze, right? Come over here to Milano. Come to the red and black, baby. We'll treat you good. We'll give you all the pasta, and we're gonna make you so happy. Leave that stupid Naples club. They got dumb fans over there like Sassone and all these other guys. They don't know what the hell they're doing. So my feel good moment is seeing Napoli fall apart and because it's a twofer today. All right. That was yesterday's appetizer. Today's bon appetit, everybody. Because Inter, they met the big bad Sassuolo. And Sassuolo, baby. Sassuolo they love coming to the San Siro because that is when they play their best, bro. They shocked Inter. And Inter took the lead with dumb fries. They were so happy. Oh, everybody was happy. Again, Inter's on top. And then the ghost of Berardi came. And they got 2 goals in about 15 minutes in the second half. And Inter, man, they came crashing back down to earth, getting that first loss. Damn it, it feels so good. What about you, Ju? What's your feel-good moment of the week?
Fabio, that Napoli thing was crazy, man. And and what I always say, man, Sansone out here copping, please. That motherfucker was saying that Fabrizio Romano was paid to put that he's putting that juju on Napoli. No, it's just your stupid club and stupid fans. You know what? I like Sansone because he's a fucking troll, and he is a troll, and but people get it gets to them what he writes. But as soon as I found out he was a troll, that things that he puts don't get to me or anything like that. So just learn from Sansone. But he out there copping, please. And then Inter, oh my god, bro. Today, I know they smacked us up, but everybody, Milan Twitter, Napoli Twitter, Juventus Twitter, they were saying they were going crazy. Inter is running away with the league. They going 38 out of 38. Why they're
playing the rest of the games? They should.
Yeah, well, why are they playing the rest of the game? They 38 out of 38, and then the audacity of their stupid fans to say we let Milan back in the title race, bro. We're only 3 points behind you. That equivalent to that title race. You
let us back in 6 weeks.
I mean, come on now. A title race is 4 to below points. That's a title race. Because if you do 2 mistakes, we could surpass you. So, I mean, it was just going crazy. So, shout out to Milan Twitter, Juve Twitter, Napoli Twitter, Inter Twitter. That said that they had the league. They were going 38 out of 38. That they were unstoppable. They were going to be the best team in all of Serie A in the last 100 years. So, I mean, shout out to them for being dumb. Come on, we play the games on the pitch, and that's what it is. And that was my feel good moment of the week, man. Just now, everybody copping, please. Oh no, Inter are gettable. Yes, I mean, if you've been listening to Gio, I said that Sommer is a downgrade, and that first goal is down to him. He does a flappy hands like he's Flipper. You guys remember that movie Flipper? He was doing all that, and it goes in, and then 9 minutes later, Berardi with a wonder goal, and thank you, come again. And I mean, we don't see them. We see them before New Year, so I mean, I know they're not gonna ruin my Christmas. So shout out to Sassuolo.
Yeah, one more time for the crowd, just to... I hope when they sign him, he comes out with a chain of coconuts. Let's go. Osimhen, come to Milan. We won't treat you like this. You're not a coconut to me, all right? You'll be a fucking diamond. All right, let's go. Let's get to our Patreon questions now. Of course, as soon as we win, everybody wants to get their 2 cents in here. Let's pull it up. All right, let's start with our boy Shane here. Poor Shane, he wants to know when did he subscribe to Gio's McDonald's Wi-Fi? Because poor Shane couldn't watch the game at all. His internet shit the bed, so he just wanted to let us know if you let him borrow your McDonald's Wi-Fi for that game because he couldn't watch it.
Fabio, the reason I had McDonald's Wi-Fi, I told you, it rained like 2 weeks in a row in California, and that doesn't happen. That's an anomaly. That's like a Holland, a Holland coming to Milan. It's not gonna happen
Don't
again.
say that. That's going to be a
Y-
probability, all right?
Yeah,
It's going to be a
but it is what it
possibility.
is. Shout out Shane O'Mac. He was trying to steal internet and all that, but I think you're in Malaga. Maybe they need to upgrade their 5G or 6G or
That's
7TE,
true.
whatever it's called.
True. Stay out of the
And how
bar.
does
They
that
don't have
and
good
how does
Wi-Fi.
and then how does an IT person not figure out how to get internet?
Shots fired. Shane O'Mac. Oh, Lord. All right. Alex came through. He left us a message saying, I believe our attack needs the mobility, speed, and creativity up front that Okafor brings. Do you think Pioli has the stomach to let Okafor play more important games over Drew? What's your opinion about that? We kind of touched upon that a little bit.
I think with Giroud, I mean, I I, I want to see him rest, but I need to because I don't know. I think they're saying that this is his last year with Milan, then he's going to MLS. So we already need to have a striker. If Okafor, if Pioli doesn't think he's a striker, I mean, it is what it is. But I think giving him more game time, and if every time he comes in, he's either doing a goal assist, because his main thing in Salzburg when he was doing this, Fabio, is he had a lot of assists. So he should. I think he should play more games. To be
Wait
honest with
until
you.
our right wing starts scoring constantly. Then I think for sure. I don't know if he ends up playing starter for Lazio, but if he does well in the Lazio game when he comes in, you can see him possibly starting the game against Dortmund. And for me, that's as big as they get. So we'll see if he's done enough so far to warrant a start from Pioli. But let's go on to our next question. It's from our boy Presidente of the Milan Club Phoenix, Nico. He's saying solid win today based on Adley's performance today. Do you think he deserves another start or more playing time? And let's be real, Dr. Pobega didn't light it up when he came on. So what do you think about Adley's performance today and if he gets more playing time going forward?
I think he gets more playing time because Kunitz is out for a month and over. And guys, when they say reevaluate in 10 days, that's the same thing that they said for Magic Mike. And let's be honest, like Kunitz is 30 years old, 29, 30 years old. And when you start getting up in the age, your body doesn't heal as much. So I've heard reevaluate in 10 days, and then they're out for like a month or two. So we're going to need to use our depth because we got a lot of games before this international break. I was telling Fabio, we got too many games before this international break. So we're playing every 3 days from now on, and now we have to see what we're made of. And I hope that that Pioli, gives rotation. I mean, Dr. Pobega, I mean, he's there now just to keep it simple, make sure not to make any mistakes.
So we're
There
not
was a
running reindeers
yeah,
and Loftus
yeah,
Cheek
yeah,
into the
yeah,
ground.
to the ground. So that's what Pobega is. I mean, that's the same thing that Koenig should come in. They should come in the last 30 minutes or 25 minutes and then clean up
Kill
the
the
game,
game off.
take it
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
to kill
I agree.
the game off. To be honest with you, but I mean, Dr. Pobega, that's what he is. I said it last week when he was on the pod. He brought in Pobega because he didn't want to lose. Shout out
Yeah.
Strasburg Steve.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Next and last comment comes from Ryan Percy. Hey, Fabio and Gio, this is a much tougher win than we all expected. Answer me this. Should we be praising Galgary for their fight and effort, or is this a limitation on Pioli, honestly? So what's your opinion on that?
No, they're gonna fight. They're gonna scrap, and Ranieri is gonna do that.
That's
But
true.
to
I
be
forgot
honest with you,
Ranieri was the coach, and he's a good coach. His teams are going to come to play. He got them out of Serie B. So for me, I think he's solid. Don't forget, this is the same coach that led Leicester City to a championship in the Premier League. So this coach is not a bum. You know what I mean? And he's been in Serie a long time. So it's just not his first rodeo. So I don't think it's been more like we need to praise Calgary. Listen, they're sitting in 19th place. They're the promoted team. They're going to have struggles. If they can secure themselves to stay in Serie A another season, I think for him, that's job well done. Anything higher than that, it's a bit unrealistic. For Milan, with all these subs, I would say they should be happy the way they performed. Played a lot of guys for the first time. Some players that we never even thought we'd ever see, and they performed decently, man, to get a 3-1 victory on the road. Hey, you can't scuff at that. This is the rest of his comment. We should be comfortably better than this team. And yet I feel like we won this game not because we were better coached, but just because we have better players and they produced some magic. We got a gift. I feel like the team played like crap, missed a lot of passes, and didn't look sharp in the final third. I don't disagree with you there, Ryan. There definitely could have been a lot more moments where Milan was more decisive in the final third, had a better shot at the end of their opportunity. 100% there. Also, he mentions I actually met Ryan. I met him at the Football Factory. Another great thing for you guys, if you're in the New York area and you let me know if you're part of our Patreon, I will take the effort to try to be at the Football Factory. I wish I could be at the Football Factory every damn game, but I live an hour away. It's just a little difficult, but I did get to meet Ryan. He was a nice dude, came up, said he watched the show. So shout out to you, Ryan. We appreciate you, brother. Thank you for leaving. I think this was the Juve game from last year, the second to last game of the season. So shout out to Ryan, our Patreon member. We appreciate all you guys leaving questions for us. Definitely always check it out. If you don't already follow us on Patreon and you want to support the channel, a lot of great benefits. Obviously, you get a part to be in our conversation every day. It's like 24/7 Milan conversation in our Patreon chat. And of course, you get to be invited to our Patreon specials, usually pregame, sometimes during the summer. I mean, just Milan therapy, which we all need, because Milan not only make things stressful for us, they got to give us the high blood pressure, the indigestion. Even when they're not playing, they get us upset. People saying stupid things to reporters. All crazy stuff happens. But this is what's great to be a part of the Patreon family that we have going. So if you're not, go subscribe to us there. Gee, any other things before we move on to the next part?
Look, man, what PT said was correct. Like last year, we go down 1-0, we lose the game. To be honest with you, that just shows the character of the team. You know what? So I got to give credit to everybody, but you get dock points if you start doing stupidity. So bring on now layout was a stupidity because the game was basically done. Just shore up the defense, and that's it. We're good.
All right, so let me share the next thing. All right, let's go on to the preview now, guys. Milan Lazio on Saturday. It's going to be our 12 o'clock game here. Gio, 9 a.m. Get your coffee and calcio, baby. And, of course, it's 6 p.m. over there for them. So, midday game for us here in New York City. Milan Lazio. Lazio, you don't know. They are Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You don't know who the hell you're going to get from Lazio. Obviously, hopefully we don't see their goalkeeper scoring a goal like they did in the Champions League. But Lazio's not a team to take lightly. What's your opinion about what's going to happen on Saturday?
Man, Fabio, I mean, to me, like, this is a perfect game. We always play them good at home. Even last year when they went out, and I think in the 70th minute, I mean, we just outclass them at home. We don't have a problem with them. And to me, like, their weakness now is their midfield. They don't have SMS. So if we play right and we do like how we had the first pressure of the first 25 minutes today versus Calgary, and we're clinical, I think we win the game 2-3-0. You know, but if we're sloppy in the final third and stuff like that, you know, Immobile, this is not the Immobile of the Zuri, the one that missing open netters and everything. This guy is going to be clinical and he's going to do what he does. And Luis Alberto, he's just there, old, reliable, scoring goals, screamers and everything. So to me, if we play our game like we did today for the first 25 minutes, I think we could go on and handle Lazio and stuff like that. You know what? So, I mean, I'm just excited for this game because this game now, Fabio, they're not going to park the double-decker bus, you know. So, we're going to be playing calcio now. We're going to be playing calcio. So, and that benefits Milan and that also benefits Lazio. But we got more weapons now. And hopefully Chukwueze, I don't know who's going to start, but if Chukwueze comes in or whoever comes in and we have a lot of space at the end of the game, we could hurt him, Fabio. I'm excited for this game. Another big test. We win this game. We just have that would be 3 games left of the big first 10 that we're having, and we're looking good so far. So we need to be clinical.
Yeah, Lazio has nobody on the injured or suspended list. It's all Milan players right now. We're still not going to have Kalulu. Believe Mignon should be back for this game. And most likely, I suspect we see Calabria start on the right side.
I think we should rest Magic. I need him to be 100%, Fabio. Because if this is a 2-3 months injury away, he got to go. I'm
I don't
sorry.
think
This
so.
is yeah.
I think he was ready for this game and they sat him. I think he's going to be ready to go for Saturday. We know Krunic is going to be missing at least until mid-October. Kalulu looks like he's still not healthy enough to come back. And Jovic, hopefully it was just doubtful today. Hopefully he'll be back at least to provide a substitution option. And that's pretty much it. I think nobody's, I wonder if anybody has to worry about suspension. That's a good question. But anyway, hopefully we'll find out more
Probably
club closing.
Theo. I don't know.
Probably
He
Teo,
got
right? He
like 3
probably
or
has.
4 or 5.
Yeah, even Lebon used a rest Magic Mike for Dortmund next week. Again, this is a big game. We can't. I wouldn't rest him if we don't need to.
You
If he's ready to go.
already see now. That's why they're gonna call you a hater on the comments because you acting like Sportello's a bum. He's not a bum. He's showing his.
You're asking too much from a backup goalkeeper. You play him when you need to play him. When your guy is healthy enough to go, you'll play him. That's it. No bullshit, all right? It's not like they're doing crazy backflips and shit back there. He's a goalkeeper. Do what you got to do. Distribute the ball. Provide that defense with a little stability. Magic Mike is world class, all right? You don't give him a game off unless you need to. Today was a need to because he was technically ready to come back early. I don't fucking risk it when it comes to Lazio. We need those 3 points. We'll take care of our business against Dortmund. He'll be fine. Keep it together, people. Listen, Lazio spanked us last year one time before we beat them the second.
Away.
I know it was
home.
away. I know it was away. But sometimes this Milan, you know how it is. Sometimes Sportiello's good enough. All right, he is. But when we need him, we don't need him at the moment. Let's not press it. All right. Let Mignon cook out there. He's ready. All right. He took a week off. We need him. You guys already, I don't like this. Stop looking past. Don't worry about Dortmund. All right. Don't worry about it. You got to take care of what's in front of you. All right. You're already worried about dinner when you haven't eaten your lunch. Finish your lunch first, baby. Finish your lunch first. Any other things before we move on?
Now, Fabio, be clinical and then make the right passes and let's score. Let's put that pressure on them early. Let's score in the first 15 minutes to put that pressure.
Yeah.
And then they're going to have to come outside.
Yeah, damn right. Parting shots, baby. Here we go. It's the final couple of minutes of the show. G, what is your parting shot, baby? Talk to him.
I mean, I'm always showing love to the chat, man. Everybody who's always here, thank you for always coming in tune. Me and Fabio, this is like therapy for me and Fabio, and not really therapy. It's like a party vibe. Just want to thank everybody. And the parting shot it's gonna be the same thing. So if you're in Toronto, you're gonna be at Mills Tap House. If you're gonna be at Boston, my club, as you can see right here. You know where they're going to be at. They're going to be at Ducali's. Shout out to my club that here from Milan Club SoCal. I love being a part of them. Shout out to the guys out there. They're going to be at Fox and Hounds. My other one that I pertain to, I got 2 more. Sorry, Fabio. It's going to be a Milan Club Dublin. That's the Woolshed.
As long as you don't fucking take mine.
No. And then shout out to the club I've been a part of. I don't know. Correct me, Presidente. Either 3 or 4 years now. 3 or 4 years. Shout out to Milan Club Montreal. Shout out to them. You know where they're gonna be at. Chachados. They're gonna be out there. Vinny's gonna be bringing the bagels, and Jan's gonna be out there saving the world, baby.
Yo, shout out to our boy Jan. Make it probably a beautiful woman has made an honest man, so that's good. Shout outs to Jan and his bride to be. Strasbourg Steve, you're on timeout the rest of the week. All right, I'm pulling the Vinny card here. Buonanotte, Steve. We out of here, Steve. All right. My parting shot, of course, New York, 12 p.m., baby. If you're in New York City, there's one place to be, and it's the only place that you can find my ass. I'm coming in from Long Island. Your boy will be live with the rest of the guys from the club. Come through 12 o'clock in Legends Bar in the Football Factory in the basement. It is one of the best football experiences you can have. Come through. I'm sure Beppe will be there. Of course, Remo's going to be there, our Presidente. I tried to see if Franco's going to be there. I'm not sure. You never know. He might surprise us. Who knows? Who knows? But I will be in the building. If you're there, come say what up. Come talk bullshit. I'll be there for a while. It's going to be a great time. Milan Lazio, baby. I wish we could get our Canadian brothers down here, because when Vinny came down, we had a blowout 4-0 against Napoli. Those are the kind of performances I hope to see. It's going to be a banger of a time, man. Don't miss it. 33rd Street between actually 5th Avenue, closer to 5th and 6th, but it's on 33rd, right in front of the goddamn Empire State Building. Come through. They're going to have merch there for sale. It's a great bar. Bring your cash. Let's go, baby. Gee, anything else, man? Oh, Milan Club Hamilton. Shout out to you guys. They're going to be, where are they going? Bo's Bar and Grill. So check it out. Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Shout out to Frank and them there. Guys, if you have a club and you want us to talk about it, to help you grow it, if you're in the States, Canada, any other club around the world, we show love to all of it. So let us know.
Yeah, no, Fabio. I mean, I love seeing the videos, especially for the big games of all the meetups and everything. I love to see it and stuff like that. So, man, if you wanna give us a shout out, so we could shout you out where you guys were gonna be, where you're gonna be. But those are the clubs that I pertain to. I pertain to those clubs, and stuff like that. I got the memberships and everything, so that's why I mention them out and stuff like
Milan
that.
Club Houston, got to give them love too.
Milan
Club
Houston.
Dallas. Texas is blowing up. So if you're in Texas and you're a Milanista, you are not alone. Go out there and find the clubs.
Milan Club
Follow
Philly.
Everybody on X. Milan Club
Milan
Philly.
Club Philly.
If they're having a meetup.
But yeah.
If they
Check
have a
their
meetup this
Twitter.
week, check them out. Check the Twitter, check the X. If you're in the future, check Instagram. They got it all, baby. We're all
Check
out
the
there.
OnlyFans.
Hey, yo, don't check there. You get yourself in trouble. Gee, anything else before we part out to everybody?
Nah, Forza Milan, baby. I'm
Forza
ready.
Milan, everybody. We have been Milan Coast to Coast. See you next week, everybody.